Guess what?
Hakuna haja, hiyo ninajua mimi.
"13 to 19 years is an age to reminisce, full of energy."
And then like this.
And then like this.
And balance the ball.
And balance the ball.
And then like this.
And then like this.
And then like this.
And then like this.
And balance the ball.
And balance the ball.
Expectations.
The new constitution, we have a mode of change, and I think we can take this for advantage and begin effecting these policies that maybe at other times we're trying to effect and having challenges. Can effect them now when you have the mood for change.
Dreams and hopes.
I hope that one day that everyone will be singing this song that we are coming together as young people trying to sing, that we want a clean environment, we want people who really care about the environment, we want people who are really committed to saving that which is for us and for the future generation.
Moreover, it is a stage that lays the foundation of a country's development. To bring these hopes and dreams to reality demands an investment in the young people.
Mobilize the youth capacity to actually do what they can be able to do and influence change, especially in climate change governance.
That's what the International Climate Challenge is all about, a call to society to recognize and tap the potential of young people in helping to tackle climate change through new thinking and innovative adaptation or mitigation processes.
An idea that can be able to unite people to solve conflict without so much interfering with their life.
I came to know during the World Cup that it means unity. Bring people of different races, so the different colored people in this card actually represent the different types of ethnicities maybe, and bringing unity. And because we are all humans, so there should be no any form of discrimination. So that's actually what Ubuntu means. I am because we are.
ICC is all about sharing and learning with and from the young people.
To come up with more ideas about climate change. So forming groups that come up with ideas about climate.
To inspire action on climate change amongst their peers and their communities.
Are you convinced? Yes. Okay. So how do you think we can motivate our fellow youth so that they want to, they are not forced?
It has been a common norm that people see as if being a leader is about giving directions and people following it. Now we should try, if you are a leader somewhere, you try like you serve. You know, as per what I've experienced, it's like youth don't like being, as in you're given direction, do that, do this. As in you try to, like you show, I'm supposed to serve. It's now they may become encouraged and be ready to do whatever they can do so as to mitigate climate change.
Teamwork, commitment, all that stuff. You enhance your social being.
That is why ICC sought to bring together young people through the ChangeMakers Action Workshop to enable them learn with and from each other. All topics were covered in a participatory manner.
Knowing how to talk with people, very important.
By setting up conflict resolution workshop where people can attend freely so that they can be prepared for the future.
Outdoor learning was part and parcel of the workshop, and field activities complemented the learning process.
Basically to break what we call apical dominancy, okay? To redivert back the hormones. Basically the major hormones involved are either cytokinins for sprouting of more shoots, or what we call bilaterals, or the auxins for the apical growth.
Drama in the form of short skits, music, and dance was incorporated to add expression and fun to the learning environment.
Timu ilikuwa ile.
To tap into the energy of young people, giving them a platform to actualize their potential. Through this, young people will not only realize their right to a sustainable environment, but also begin to understand that participation is imperative in environmental governance to help design a new way forward and to secure a future for themselves and a future for their country. Do this, I'm not supposed to waste water, I'm not supposed to litter around and things like that.
So hakuna raha siku hizi juu ya climate change, tunaungua huku hivi. So at least inabidi tupande miti, at least tuweze kubuild a new Kenya na tuweze kushika masource, si ndio? Masource wanaishingi kwenye ni green, sio yellow.
A workshop session on leadership came first. This was a moment that all enjoyed.
We are going to talk about 4 different topics, and the first one we're going to talk about is leadership. We call it Leadership 101, and that is the definition of leadership. We're going to start by exploring our ideas of what effective leadership is.
To me, a good leader should be able to find a way to resolve everyone's conflicts, listen to both sides of the story, and come down with a good solution that will help both of them, win-win situations.
As a leader from your photo, you should weigh all aspects, so that everything makes sense. As in, you should weigh everything, not that you take like only the ideas of this one and the ideas of this other one. You should weigh everything so that everyone is equalized.
We've given very many points, particularly about how we should encourage the youth and how we should approach them in a youth-like angle. But I also think that we should make the youth accountable, such that they should realize it's up to them to stop this. We should highlight and ensure that they know it's either they save the planet or no one else does.
They use, another place, they use clay and dry stick and dry leaves to make briquettes, and they just do like this and make balls.
It engaged the 4-stage learning process, that is, experience, observation, conceptualization, and experimentation, which encouraged all participants to be active learners, therefore motivating them to design achievable goals for themselves and their community, which they strive to meet. After visioning came practical learning, and none was more interesting than to look closely at the world we inhabit via an exploration of ecosystems and the beauty of biodiversity.
So here you are likely to come on a good day. If you're lucky, you can be able to see a dick, elands, zebras, and all that.
Yes. Including a field study tour around the wonderful environment, that is the Alsamia Conservation Area. Climate change, which was the central focus of the workshop, was covered in some detail, starting from the global experience, but then focusing on local impacts in Kenya, the participants' individual knowledge, and how all may be able to design and develop possible remedies.
In our home, okay, the tap water is not running anymore. There is no water, so you have to go to the borehole to get water. Like, it's really like I don't have much time to do my own things. I have to go and get water.
Ngai ombie mundu mulongaru ende mundu no eke makosokoso fuluni kowo tugirie makosokoso mau.
I am Lawrence Wanjira from Itagwa Secondary School, and I am 17 years old. I dream of bringing changes in our community, especially pressing the issue of planting more trees so that at least our environment will not experience the problem of lack of rain. I hope I'll become an agricultural. I will study agricultural and food technology.
Njitagwo ngige wa buru. Uria kumwira ati ni ati mutige gutinya miti. Tondu uria muratinya miti noguo murathi mucenjetie riera ria bururi uyu. Uria kumuhaya muhande miti mingi pio uria kungihotekeka. Niguo ruri rucoke mukara. Mwene nyaga aromuhe ngari.
This went hand in hand with an important session that looked closely at sustainable development for local communities, with special reference to the 4 important development themes: energy, water, food, and waste. The penultimate day included workshops that would assist the youth to understand how they can develop effective and sustainable micro-projects that not only create awareness, develop understanding and inspire action, but which also generate income for the creators. This is called green business, helping you to generate income while at the same time helping the environment.
This chair here made of plastic stuffings from plastic paper bags. Okay, if you take up this project, if you take it to actually make sofa sets out of this, you could make a lot of money.
They're able to mobilize their schools to move from the original use of firewood, use of charcoal, to move from those original or traditional ways of acquiring fuel to come to newer, greener energy methods. Drama and skits and other modes of communicating that are a bit informal, quite effective, especially for the young people. But they're simplifying the climate change to package it in a way that everyone can be able to understand.
This led into a general session on how youth can be mobilized to become effective catalysts within their communities that encourage the wider population to also become involved and take action.
I use my talent. I can sing and I can write poetry. So I'm using like songs and poems to try and create awareness on the effects.
Youth have capacity. Opportunities must be provided and platforms must include young people in development processes. Young people should be encouraged to take ownership and become key stakeholders in environmental stewardship. so that they become active co-partners in environmental conservation.
Let's take the environment as a hut. The previous generation passed this hut when it was not shattered. This hut was not broken down. They passed it to the next generation. And that generation maybe probably broke the hut. And we, at the present generation, we are living with the heart broken. And because of the heart is broken, we've got so many challenges. I say that the heart is the environment. Now, now it is very hot. Things are changing, and we know that we need something that can sustain us because, for instance, like the Mau, we've seen that like today, there are no trees. We've seen that the water catchment areas are drying, and this shows and proves that if this goes on, probably the next generation, we're not going to have it.
Today's youth will be tomorrow's leaders, and as such, they need to acquire the knowledge and develop the skills to bring good governance to sustainable development processes, including smart methods of combating the growing impacts of climate change.
During the 4-day workshop, I've learned quite a lot, but there are mainly two things that really stood out for me. We were taught about green business. Here I learned about the charcoal ball making, which will help us to conserve our trees. So we will be cutting down less trees.
We were educated on green business ideas, methods in which you can come up with businesses that help sustain the environment and do not pollute the environment.
At the workshop, I've learned so much, and one concerning the leadership is that we, the youths, we need to take actions by now. We don't have to be still considered the leaders of tomorrow, but let's take leadership today. What is happening to the environment today will affect our future generation.
Join ICC and act for change. Let's make this world a better place. Join ICC and act for change. Let's make this world a better place.
Join ICC, the International Climate Challenge.
So you think you can make it happen? Yes, you can. Just take a step today.